buyable weapons for the zombie map that I'm gonna use, because I think this looks pretty clean. And there's some other tutorials out there. I actually used to use FedEx Gaming's for it until I came up with a different one. But the problem with his was that the minecarts would be glitchy and stuff, so I think it's just easier to use a hopper. Yeah, that's the only thing I gotta say about that. But basically, and I'll also be showing you how you can change the price, so it's not just 4. I'll show you how to go up to a stack. So you put in 4 rotten flesh, as it says. You can change the price, and you get your weapon. Yeah, that's basically how it works for the user person. Now, how you make this is everything right here is everything you're gonna need, basically, except what you're selling to them and what they're paying for. You can just make any generic wall. You actually don't have to have it one off the ground, like the dropper that I had, but I like it one off the ground. And you're gonna want to come out, place it one off, place a hopper going straight down. Then you're gonna want to place a hopper going to the left like this, or to the right, as long as it's going into a chest like this on either side, that's fine. And then you can place another hopper going wherever you like. You can just place it as long as it's not facing down, you're fine. And you want to place a chest beneath that and a hopper right here. And then you're going to want to clear out some space. It shouldn't be too big. You're probably going to want to go 3 back from the hopper chain, and you can go. I mean, the space depends on what your price is. And then, but once you get this hopper that you placed underneath this one, that goes in anything, you can place 3 blocks coming off of it of your choice, it doesn't matter. Then place the comparator coming out of the back of it, make sure that redstone torch isn't on. And place 2 redstone dust. And then this is where you're going to be able to set your price. Also place a block right here, because that's going to lock our hopper. It has to be a solid block though, it can't be a stair or slabs or anything, because the power won't go through it. So this is where you choose to set your price though. So for example, if I had -5, this is what I would do, and I'll explain to you why there's only 4 repeaters. So this would be 5 because the first one, this is your first one. So if this one was at 1 and you didn't have these other ones, of course, running into this block, so they would only have to pay 1. But for the first one can also be worth 2. If you set it to 4, it will count as 2. But every other single repeater after that, when they're set to 4, it counts as 1 plus 1 plus 1. So this would be +2 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, which is 5. So this is the payment system. But if you wanted to expand this, so this circuit right here, the 2 redstone dust off of it, this only goes up to 19. So if you want them to pay up to 18 or 19 is the max, you would have to increase it. I'll show you how to increase it, but let me show you how this works. I'm going to make the payment item rotten flesh. And it's important that that hopper isn't going down, like I said though, or else it would just drain it automatically. And this block needs to be powered from the last of your circuit from where it begins, because it locks this hopper so these items don't go down into it. So 19 is what you're gonna have 4 of one item in here, 1 of each in these slots, and then this one you want to have, when there's 19 in there, I accidentally put too many, but it doesn't matter if they put more in it, it'll still drain it to the number you wanted, which is 14. And so basically whatever you're making them pay, you subtract it from 19. So I'm making them pay 5, and that's how you know if you did it right. So it'll be 19 minus 5, which means there should be 14 in here. But if I wanted to change this, I could remove some. Well, now I can, yeah, it will drain though if you lose power. So if I was to do it again, put the price in there, now it would only be worth 4, because that's only worth 4. But for this example, mine's going to be worth, well, I guess it's 4 now, because I'm too lazy to change it back. And if you want to extend it, I'll show you that after, but this is how they're going to get their item. So you're going to want to place 1 off of it to this side, a repeater down like this, redstone dust, and another repeater going into a solid block again, and then you place a redstone dust on top of that block. And then you come out over here, and this is how they're going to be getting their item. You're going to dispense it at them using droppers. You can put a block of your choice here to cover it up if you want, and then So basically this is the only one that matters. This is what's going to be dispensing it at them, but if you want more storage for it, add one underneath, and then you can bring hoppers and put shulker boxes here to fill it up. So I guess I'm going to be selling them Thompsons, because this is a COD Zombies map. These shulker boxes are going to drop their bows into here and stuff. And then you're also going to want to load up this one with 8 of whatever you're selling them, because it will automatically refill. Well, you just want to load this one up too. Make sure that this one gets, you have to fill it up the first time, but then every time this gets powered, this will also get powered, putting one in here. So that's how that works. I mean, basically that's it. You can put a sign and stuff explaining on what it does. And if you don't want this hopper being shown, you can do what I do and just put a trap door. You can put a sign. And that basically does, yeah, that's really all it is. So I guess I can show you some other ones that use greater values, just showing you I can change it up. Oh no, yeah, my sprint key kinda sus. So you can come down here, this one is worth 16, so there's 15 repeaters on 4 ticks, and that would get you 16. It's just the same system, but different amounts of repeaters. But let's say you want it to go over 19, you can actually expand it by doing the simple trick. Because you saw 2 comparators take a certain amount of output, and when there's a certain amount of items in there, the story gets stronger. So when you have it like this would be a 2. This would be worth 2. But if you wanted it to be worth 3, you could do it like this. This is just a quick example to show you how it could be worth 3. So if you wanted, oh no. Okay, yeah, that's right. Because this isn't the same anymore, because it's longer. This is worth 1. Yeah, I mean, even though this isn't how you would use it, because if you needed 1, you would do it the other way. But I'm just going to show you how it works and why it would expand to it. So you put yours in there, and then I think it's like 42 or something. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's 42, because this is only worth 1, and it's only subtracting 1. So 42, so just like 19, 42 will be your number when you have 3. So then you could subtract all the way up to 42. So you can make them pay 41. If you needed to expand it again, well, that might be a little too much, because I don't recommend that, because actually if you want to expand it again, there'd be no items in this first one. And they would actually be paying from here, so they could actually put in anything, which is why I don't recommend going over that. This is the max you can do, basically. But yeah, basically, there you go. I say that a lot for some reason. That's the system, and yeah, if you like I said, it's the same thing with the repeaters. Subtracting, I could make it worth 2. This would be worth 3. So if I was to put 3 in there, it would do its thing. So now the 42, so it'd be worth 39 once the circuit's done. Bam. It subtracted 3 from it. So that's how comparators work, and then you would just do the same thing. But because it's worth 3 now, instead of 2, you would have to bring it out like this. You can see how this one isn't powered, so when you put in that last one that gets you to 42, this would become powered. Same here, this one becomes powered. And you would need a repeater running off like this, going into a block and stuff like this, and you would do the same system, put your droppers here. But that's how you could also expand it. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Hope that was helpful.